Hi, this is Snoop Dogg, and you're about to see the best sports and entertainment talk show on the internet with your host, Troy Geary. The man who seems to go to every sporting event, and Dave Stevens born without legs, but won 7 Emmys and played college football and minor league baseball. Throw in Will Stein wherever Will Stein is, and you've got a heck of a show. It's the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Faux shizzle.
Well, I told you I would be back. I'm always here with somebody, and now we've got Troy back, fresh from all the press conferences today. And in TV, we call things, we have a kicker, means it's something really cool in the show. We literally have a kicker with us today. I think you're the second kicker we've ever had. I think we had Nick Lowry. I don't know if you know that name, a very legendary Kansas City Chiefs kicker. But it is awesome to have you here with us today. Kicker Brayden Naverson is joining us. Played for the Titans this year, the Packers as a rookie. What was that experience like? Not only being a rookie kicker, but then changing teams, going from one team to another.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind to say the least. Started in Tennessee in the preseason, went to Green Bay, and then back to Tennessee. Learned a lot. Grew a lot as a person, as a player, and excited for what the future holds for sure.
And I understand you're a free agent. You're a free agent, so you're looking for a team. How do you stay in shape, and how do you physically, mentally prepare, not knowing where you might be?
Yeah, I'm actually moving back to Arizona. We're gonna, my wife and I were moving back there, so year-round training is permitted, and I'm gonna stay ready. I'm gonna build on what I need to do, and the next team that takes a chance on me is, I'm there to stay.
What part of Arizona?
Scottsdale.
I'm from Wickenburg, so
Okay.
That's where I grew up and played football. So did you grow up there?
I grew up in Phoenix and Scottsdale, yeah.
What high school?
Desert Mountain.
Desert Mountain. Awesome. That's his. Now I feel like we have this little connection. I used to hold for kickers, so I really know what that's like. But what was your biggest memory this season?
Biggest memory? Golly. First kick in Brazil, 59-yarder in the preseason, game winner in the preseason. I mean, there was just so many firsts for me. Very blessed, but yeah, there's too many to count for this season.
Now, you look good, you feel good, but people don't always see what the struggles we have inside. And you have something that a lot of people have to deal with. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I was a junior in high school, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I view it as a blessing because I'm in this platform. I have the ability to go and to talk to people about type 1 diabetes and what I do to manage it and how I manage it. And, it's something that I'm going to continue to work on, and I got to get better at. But at the end of the day, it's something that will never hold me back from doing anything professionally that I want to do.
Given that you're a kicker, you know the mindset that these guys on Sunday are going to be in. Talk about the pressure that you have when you're going to try to make a game-winning kick, or even a kick in general. You got half the crowd wanting you to miss and half the crowd wanting you to make it.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to say is pressure is a privilege. And there's a lot of people that would love to be in the position that I'm in, playing professional football. And, that pressure gives me the ability to show all 70,000 people in the stands how hard I've worked. And, I think there's nothing greater than the ability to do that.
How tough is it to maintain your health and check everything for diabetes again? Because at any moment, something bad could happen.
Yeah. Throughout, when I first got diagnosed, I was, had to do insulin shots, and that was tough. It really was. And then, I'm actually wearing an Omnipod right here. This is the insulin pump that I currently use now. It's tubeless. I can wear it in the game. It's waterproof. There's just so many benefits to it. I don't have to take it off. I don't even have to think while I play about it. And it's made the world of a difference for me.
And Troy, I know Troy watches a lot more football than I do, so he loves kickers because the game is on the line, win or loss. Troy, what's your favorite kicking moment of all time, do you think?
Wow, that's a tough question, but I would say Adam Vinatieri.
Patriots. I knew you were going to say it. I was going to say it
against
before
the
you did.
Rams. I mean, everybody was, and that game was here, by the way. So that's kind of a cool thing. But one more follow-up. We talked a little bit before you came here. What do you think of this experience?
I think it's great. I mean, there's so many people here, and I did not expect it to be this big. And it's obviously a blessing to be here. I've gotten to see Josh Jacobs. I got to see former teammates and stuff that it was really good to catch up with. And yeah, this is unlike any experience that I've ever been a part of.
Well, did you play both positions or different positions in high school, or were you always a kicker?
I was kicker and punter in high school. I wanted to take on another position, and then my high school head coach, shout out Coach Sedmack, realized that I was a little bit too talented at kicking to get hurt playing safety or linebacker, and probably was a good decision on his part. So,
do you like getting on those tackles though?
Oh, I do. I love it. I actually got in trouble a couple times this year for trying to run down too fast to make a tackle. So, yeah.
And I got to follow up on that. What are your thoughts on this new rule on the kickoff? Do you like it? Do you like the old way?
I'm a little indifferent about it. I think it adds a cool element to the game. I think there's some changes that are probably going to be made if I were to guess. But at the end of the day, it's creating more kick returns, and it's creating more ways to kick the ball, and it's kind of turning into like a golf shot. I'm a big golfer, and so you got to hit punch shots, you got to hit coffin corner, pin them in the corner, or just whack it out the back of the end zone, squib kicks, stuff of that nature. So I think it's adding a unique element, but I think they're still going to probably work on some of that.
Did you have a kicking idol growing up, or was it a quarterback, or what? Who did you want to emulate?
Oh, man. So when I first started kicking, I actually worked with Mike Vanderjack. Super random. I was kicking at a high school field, and he happened to be on the high school field and asked my parents if he could coach me. And super thankful for that. Obviously, one of the best to ever do it. And, he gave me a lot of insights on the NFL, a lot of insights on what to do, what not to do. And it was really a blessing getting to work with him.
Well, I know you got to go in a couple of minutes, but what would you tell those youths that are out there that might have diabetes or worried about playing sports or living a normal life? I mean, what did you do to overcome that, and what's your advice to them?
Yeah, growing up, I didn't necessarily have somebody to tell me you can do it. I didn't have somebody to look up to. I want to be that person for people, and just let all the youngsters out there know, you can do whatever you set your mind to. Diabetes is not going to stop you. And, if you're interested in the Omnipod, I think it's truly a great thing for me, and it really helped save me. Omnipod.com has all the safety information that you need to figure out if it's right for you or not. But at the end of the day, don't let anything stop you. Never give up, and always keep going. So.
And you still hold the record for the longest field goal in North Carolina State history, which was a yard shorter than your high school. I mean, high school kids don't get to kick those kind of things.
Yeah. I had a 58-yarder in high school, a 58-yarder at NC State, and then obviously the 59-yarder in the preseason with the Titans, which I think was the second longest in Nissan Stadium, which is pretty cool.
So we hope that we find you in a kicking thing, and the ultimate scenario would be at a Super Bowl next year where you're kicking the winning kick.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Give us that website one more time.
Omnipod.com for all the safety information.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us here on Radio Row. Troy is back here. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have another guest. We also have the morning session all put together. The Chiefs, our guys are out there getting sound. So you're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens live on Radio Row. Brayden, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Best of luck in the future. Continue to follow us on all social media platforms, and you might as well keep your laptop or your TV or wherever you're watching us, because we have so much more ahead. So don't go away. It's the Geary, Stein, and Stevens.